Hello, welcome back to 1962 Action PC 2021 Golf. Haven't played a lot of golf recently, so I thought I would get in a round. I did play a round yesterday. I'm replaying Arnold Palmer. So far in the world rankings here, you can see he's number one. He's 7th in money earned, and he is 5th in scoring average for the year. So he's hasn't won a tournament, but he is doing pretty well. So we'll look here and see how he's done in his tournaments. So at the Los Angeles Open, he was tied for 6th. He missed the cut at the San Diego Open. He had a very good tournament at the Bing Crosby Pro-Am, came in 2nd. And then at the Lucky International Open, he ended up being tied for 49th. So far in the tournament we are doing now is the Palm Beach Golf Classic at Thunderbird Country Club. And he is currently at 5 under par. He shot a very good first round. And we will get things going here. So as you can see, the leaderboard, he is at 5 under. We have 3 golfers at 7 under. So it was a good day for golf yesterday. Looks like today not so much. We've got 64 degrees, cloudy and rainy. We've got the wind coming out of the northeast at 9 miles an hour. So I always like to watch the golfers I'm with golf and get rid of the pause there, because I'll pause it if I need to pause it. So we'll get the round started. I'm not for sure. See, he tees off at 8:10. So, yeah, we're at 7:50, so he tees off pretty early. So see if we can get closer to the lead here. Again, I played yesterday the first round. And
welcome to Thunderbird CC and the Palm Beach Golf Classic. Please welcome to the first tee from the United States, Bert Weaver.
So Bert Weaver, who shot 2 under yesterday, will lead things off. And it's kind of cool. You can hear the rain in the background if you listen. So how's that for ambiance?
Please welcome to the first tee from the United States world number 1 Arnold Palmer.
So Arnold Palmer. We'll begin things here. Get a little comfortable. Get my microphone to stick. Okay. So Arnold Palmer, ranked 7th in the world. I'm not for sure what that ranking is. I know it's not world ranking. So this one is a 382 par 4, so kind of a shorter. I don't use any of the CPUs except for one, the CPU aids. I got everything turned off except for I do show carry line on short game shots, so that's the only CPU help I use. I found that I was scoring too high with the help, so once you play the game and learn it, you need to make it a little more challenging. So we'll use our 5 wood. The wind is right to left, so we'll aim for the fat part of the fairway. It looks like Arnold hit a nice shot. I do know when it rains.
Please welcome to the tee from the United States, Frank Boynton.
I do know when it rains that your accuracy can be a little worse than normal, obviously, like it would be in real life. So Frank Boynton, he finds the sand. So he will be the next to hit. And he looks like he hit the sand again. No, he just missed it. So that's not too bad. I think he's in the fairway on the fringe. So here's Arnold Palmer. His strengths are his driving and his putting. His iron and short game is definitely his weakness. So it's 64, so that does affect the flight of the ball. So I think 155 ought to be right where I want to be. So got a little wind at 7 to 11 miles an hour. So if he hits it straight, which he didn't, he hit it left. I think he'll roll onto the green. So 2.1 degrees to the left. So he's off there a little bit, but he found the green. Here's Bert Weaver. He finds the green on his second shot as well. He shot 2 under yesterday. Boynton at 4 under. He will miss to the left. Not a bad approach shot for being on the fringe. We got 25 feet left to right. I'm going to lag this one. I don't want to get too aggressive too early here in the round. Oh, nice shot. That's a good approach putt. And he'll tap that in for his par. He shot a bogey-free round yesterday. Arnold Palmer did. And Bert Weaver will tap it in for his par, as he missed just to the right. And Boynton for his par. He spins it around the hole and in. I'd say scoring will be a little bit less. There's Bert Weaver way off to the left. I'd say scoring might not be quite as low as it was yesterday. Yesterday was a really good day for golf. Today, not quite as much. So again, we have this is a 441, so this is a very long par 4, so I'm going to try to need to get all the yardage I can. I don't think he'll hit it much further than there. Oh, he goes right substantially. Hopefully he'll stay in bounds. So he is in bounds at least. We'll see how those trees affect us. That was a pretty crappy hit for Arnold Palmer, who normally is pretty good off the tee. Frank Boynton, he is the lone golfer to find the fairway in this group. Bert Weaver, looks like he lands it into the fairway. So he's got to get up and down to get his par. And here's Boynton, and he will miss to the left. And is in the first cut, it looks like. So let's see what kind of situation Arnold's in. So he's 56, so he's not very good. Those trees are going to hurt us. So if we aim there, looks like we got, let's see. Looks like the sand wedge. So, yep, the sand wedge is all we got. So he's not only blocked by the trees, he doesn't have a great lie. So we will try to get a 15 there if we can. All right, well, he's going to have to. Oh, no. That's bad. So it looks like the 15% got him. So hopefully we can. Okay, looks like we're not blocked by the trees, and he is able to use enough club here. So he's going to have to do some fancy golfing to keep from bogeying here. So he's got a 123. It's a little uphill. Like I said, the weather is going to take a little bit of length off. So we'll aim for that. Hope for the best. And that'll work. Nice shot by Arnold Palmer. Set himself up to try to get par on this hole. Nice shot by Bert Weaver as well. Here's Frank Boynton. Nice shot. So Arnold Palmer has a 5.9. This year, his 5 to 10 putts have been atrocious. He's like at 120th ranked on the field. So hopefully he can make this one, because he needs this one for his par. And he picks it up. So nice job by Arnold Palmer to save par there. I didn't think he was going to be able to do that one. Bert Weaver gets his par. And Boynton will par as well. So pars for everyone. So we come to our first 5 par of the day, hole number 3. Looks like the leaders are still hanging out at -7. And Bert Weaver hits to the right. So already the driving is way off what it was yesterday. It was in the fairway most of the time yesterday. So we'll aim there, hope for the best. So it looks like he hit that one to the right a little bit, but relatively straight. I think he'll be in the fairway. So he does hit the fairway. He missed 2.5 degrees to the right, but it's in pretty good shape for his next shot. Boynton goes left a little, but he'll stay on the fairway as well. Boynton will be up again. So he's going to lay up there. Bert Weaver out of the rough. He is set up in about the same spot. So Arnold Palmer, he hits his 3-wood about 238. So we ought to be able to reach the green from here. The wind's going to take us from left to right a little. So if he hits it straight, he should be in good shape. So he'll find the green. If he stays on it, he might go to the fringe. No, he stays on the green, so he didn't get all of that one. He only hit it at 97%. So if he'd hit 100, he'd have been in better shape. But still, that's not bad at all for his second shot on this 5 par. So Boynton finds the green and rolls back a little further than he would like. Bert Weaver goes a little long, but he will roll back in real good shape. Here's Arnold Palmer. This is for eagle, 64 feet. We're going to lag this one, of course. See if he can get in good shape to get his birdie at least. So that's not horrible. I think he's within 5 feet there, I hope. Boynton for birdie. And he misses to the right and long. So that wasn't a very good putt. Bert Weaver for his birdie. He will miss right as well and long. So Weaver will tap it in for his par. Boynton will tap in for... Oh, barely made that one. So he gets his par. And we got 4-6 for Palmer, a straight shot. So should be good for his birdie. And he knocks it in. So he gets his first birdie of the day to go to under 6 under. And again, Jimmy Demerit and Jeffrey Hunt are at 7 under. Hunt just goes to 8 under after 4. So we have another par 4 here, 385. And Arnold Palmer will do the honors. Looks like we got a little bit of a sloping fairway. The wind is right at us. So we'll aim there. He hits it right substantially. It looks like we don't have any trees to worry about, so other than being in the rough, he should be okay from there. Hopefully he got a decent lie. Bert Weaver didn't want me to be alone, so he hit over here to be with me as well. See if Boynton can hit it into the fairway, and he misses right as well. Not as bad as we did, but still off to the right and in the rough. So again, the weather playing havoc with our drives today. Well, that's a pretty good shot for Weaver. Not bad at all. And Boynton will find the green as well. So hopefully Palmer will be able to do as well. So we got 143. The wind is pretty much toward us. It's a little downhill. It's going to blow a little from our right to left. So we'll aim there and hopefully it'll blow it back to the flag. He hit it short, looks like. I don't think he got all of that one. No, he actually hit it 104%, so I underestimated the distance on that one. So 37 feet out, we'll lag this one and try to get our par. And, oh, misses to the right and a little long. That wasn't the best approach putt ever. Boynton for birdie. And I thought he had that one. So let's see what Weaver can do if he can pick up a birdie. Nope, he misses to the left and long as well. So we got a 4-2 straight putt, so this should be doable for Palmer. And he sinks it. You always get nervous about those putts. So he'll pick up his par. Boynton will tap in for par as well. And Weaver has parred as well. So all three of us have parred every hole except for Arnold Palmer. Picked up a birdie on hole 3. So here we are. Hole number 5, 394 yards, 4 par. So it looks like the fairway widens comfortably. But he hits it to the left substantially. So again, Arnold Palmer having a rough day off of the tee. It's normally his strong suit. Nice drive by Bert Weaver. So hopefully those trees, they look like they might give us another problem. So nice drive by Boynton. Here's Bert Weaver. Looks like he will find just the edge of the fringe there. Boynton. And he will not quite get to the green either. So let's see what Palmer's got facing him. So he's got enough club. He's got a decent lie, so he got enough club to hit it where he needs to. Unfortunately, there is a 16% chance of hitting a tree. I think we're going to take that chance. Hopefully he can get it out of there. Oh, he did it again. Oh, goodness. So he may be in bad shape here. Hopefully he... 13%. He's in the pine needles. So we'll try that. He's got 110. It's uphill substantially. Hopefully he can get out of that. So, he found the green at least, so that's going to be a pretty tall order. He's got a 15, almost a 16-foot putt to try to pick up par. Here's Boynton for a birdie. And he drains it. Nice job. So he gets his first birdie of the day. 20-foot putt. Bert Weaver will miss to the left. Just barely, though. And here's Arnold Palmer. So we got a 15.8 foot putt. And we're going to go for it. It's right to left, not uphill or downhill. So hopefully he can drain this one because he needs it. And he's going to be short. So this will be the first bogey of the tournament for Palmer, as he will drop back to 11th place at 5 under. So he's having trouble off the tee. Again, when Arnold's not putting or driving, he's in trouble. Of course, he did have a couple good approach shots, so he's doing better with his irons, thankfully. So Boynton hits to the left a ton. So again, this rain wreaking havoc with everybody's game today. Weaver will find the fairway, or the green rather. Arnold Palmer, because of his weak iron hitting, struggles on the 3 pars. So we're going to do 190 about there. So if he hits it straight, which looks like he didn't. So he hit it weak and to the right. So Frank Boynton from the trees. So he did a pretty good job from where he was at. There's Arnold Palmer. So he's able to putt from there, and that's what we'll do. Anytime he can putt over chipping, we'll take it. So we're going to lag that from where we were at. But we could have used that one to pick up that hole or that shot we dropped last hole. Here's Weaver for birdie, and he'll be substantially short. Here's Boynton for his par, and he hit it too hard. So he'd like to do that one over. So that'll be a bogey for Boynton, his first bogey of the day. Drops to 21st. So we got a 3-foot putt for par. And Weaver will par. He's parred the whole day. So we go to our second par 5 today. The course has a 71 par. So just 3 par 5s, I believe. So Bert Weaver finds the fairway. So the rain has let up a little bit. We've now got moderate rain. So this is a par 5, so we've got to go for what we can get here. The wind is going to blow us from right to left. And Arnold hits it left again. Man, he's really, really struggling. It looks like he found the fairway. He's on the first cut of the green, so hopefully that'll give him a good lie. I don't remember Arnold Palmer struggling this much off the tee before. He's normally much better than this. Thankfully, we're able to shoot even. It's a nice second hit there for Boynton. Burt Weaver for his second shot. Will stay in the fairway. One bad thing about Arnold's position is that he has to shoot over that water. Not real crazy about that. And it looks like he does have some tree problems too. So 238. Let's see. Let's aim there. And he hits right, but he'll find the fairway. So not able to drive the green, but he's in decent shape for his third shot. There's Burt Weaver. Shot number 3 for him. And he will find the green and 20 foot to the pin. Here's Boynton. Looks like he'll get a little closer. He's at 12 feet. Here's Arnold Palmer. The ball's above his feet a little bit. He's got 78 on that club. The wind is at our back, so looks like we're gonna, if we hit it high, that'll take a little distance off. And he has an uphill lie, so that should take a little distance off. So we'll aim for there. Hopefully that's not too long. Oh, it is. Wow. I think he overhit that one. Nope, I misjudged it. He hit it right at 100%. He did hit to the right, but he hit that one quite a bit too long. So, got a tough up and down here for par. Looks like the green rolls downhill to him. So we're in the rough. He does have a good lie, thankfully. So we're going to need to hit a little long. Again, his chips can be very erratic, so if he gets all of this one, we're going to overshoot it substantially. So that'll work. Nice job. Set himself up for par. You hate not to gain a stroke on these 5 pars, especially when there's only 3 on the course. But he's going to have to hopefully settle for par. Everybody else is missing their birdies opportunities as well. So we got 3.7 for the par. And he will hit it to stay at even for the round. Here's Boynton for his par. And Burt Weaver will sink it as well. So we come to our second par 3 of the day, 141 yarder and hole number 8. Looks like Jeffrey Hunt is at 8 under, pull away from everybody else. Hey, Ben Hogan is shooting a 7 under. So he's at the twilight of his career. Good to see him have a good round. So that's going to roll off the bank there. He would have liked to have been on this side of the hill. So here's Arnold Palmer. So let's see what so we got that really good slope there. So we want to hit short if at all possible. So 143 with the wind at his back is going to take us too far. 123. That's going to be. I'm going to put 5 more %. I know that can be dangerous. Oh. Whew. Looks like he hit the green, but just barely. So he only hit 99% out of the 105, but he missed left, so that could have been a lot worse with that water. And here's Boynton, and he goes long. He finds the bottom of the green, the back of the green. So it looks like Boynton's the furthest away. Here's a long one for birdie. That's a great approach shot. Approach putt. Very nice. So we got a 38-footer, so I'm going to lag that one. And that's a nice approach putt. Tap in for his par. Here's Weaver. And, goes a little long into the left, just slightly. And he'll get his par. So we head to the 9th hole. Palmer 3 strokes off the lead. Looks like we got 4 guys bunched up at 7 under and quite a few at 6 under. So got a crowded leaderboard here on the second round of the Palm Beach Golf Classic at Thunderbird Country Club. So let's see if Palmer can find the green this time, or the fairway rather. So we're going to aim there. And he hits right, but I think the wind will pull it back a little bit, and that's in good shape. So he finally finds a fairway. And he hit that 2.4 degrees to the right, but the wind was blowing in our favor. Boynton finds the fairway as well. I think that's the first hole today. Everybody's on the fairway. Bert Weaver. Not bad. Obviously, everything's a little slower today with the rain as well. Boynton goes to the left substantially, so he shanked that one. 9 degrees to the left. So Arnold Palmer is well below his feet, so he'll hit it to the right, and the wind's going to blow it back to the left. But I think that being below his feet will be more. We've got 123. The wind is a little bit in our face, and it is uphill. So I'm going to hit that one long. I'd rather go long than short here. And he hits right a lot, but he does find the green at least. So half-hearted applause from the audience. 4.5 degrees to the right, so not a great hit for Palmer, but at least we landed on the green. And decent chip shot for Boynton. He's within 6 feet, looks like. So we got a 27-footer. I'm going to try to putt this one, be a little aggressive. It looks straight. Looks like he hit it hard. And a little long, but that's not bad. Just off to the right. Here's Weaver for birdie, and that wasn't a great putt. Here's Boynton for par. He makes it to stay even for the first 9, 2.5 footer for Palmer, and he will finish the first half of the course with a par. And Weaver parred as well. A little bit more boring than the other guy, so I'll go ahead and finish the back 9. So Don January has got to 8 under to join Jeffrey Hunt. That leaves 2 guys at 7 under. So again, the scoring's not quite as high as it was yesterday. Bert Weaver finds a tree and is behind it, so we'll see what kind of troubles that will give him. Looks like Boynton will find the fairway. Ken Still, as you see up there in the upper left highlights, he's at 2 under after 3 consecutive birdies. So it looks like, sounds like the rain is backed off a little. So the wind is right at our face. So he's probably not going to hit much over 250, I wouldn't think. So he hit it to the right, so he was only able to get it about 241. So I was right with the wind in our face. That's about all he could get. So looks like the trees didn't affect Weaver, and nice shot. How about that? He couldn't do much better than that from where he was at. Boynton doesn't fare as well as he misses to the right of the sand trap. So let's see what Arnold can do. So he's got a level lie in the fairway. He's got 143 on his 9-iron. The wind is in our face, but I don't think it's going to blow it back that much. His next club is 123, and that's not going to be nearly enough. So we'll hit it high and see if the wind will blow it back. So we'll aim for there. I know it's going to be long. Let's take a little off. Let's see what happens. That makes you less accurate. Wow. So he aimed for 95. He got 27. So looks like the wind affected it more than I thought it would. So that's a big part of when you play without the helps. You have to try to figure out the circumstances around you and compensate accordingly. And sometimes it's just doesn't work out quite as well as you would hope. So it looks like it's going to slope downhill and to the right a little. He's on the first cut, so we'll aim a little bit to our left. And if it's downhill, we shouldn't have to go too far there. So let's see what he does. See if we'll get a roll. The green's probably a little slow with the rain. So that's with it. 7 feet. That's going to be a bit of a challenge to get his par. Boynton hit 7 feet to pick up his, though. And here we got a 7-footer. he struggles from 7 to 10. I tell you, that's kind of frustrating. Somebody who putts as good as he does ought to do better from 7 to 10. Matter of fact, I think his 10 to 15 is higher by twice than what his 5 to 10 is. So I don't know if there's something I need to do about that or not. So that's the second bogey today for Arnold Palmer. He drops to 4 under in 24th place. And as you can see by the red there on his number, he's dropping down. So see if we can make up at least a hole or two, or a shot or two here. So Boynton finds the fairway. We got a 359 par 4 here at hole number 11. So the wind is blowing to us and a little left to right. I guess so he hit that good. Hopefully he can stay on the fairway. And he does. Decent drive for Arnold. Here's Weaver. He's at 3 under. Shooting 1 under for today's round. He parred this hole yesterday. Boynton birdied it yesterday. He's even for the round. Looks like he'll find the fringe. So here's Arnold Palmer. He parred this hole yesterday, so he's got 123. And it's uphill and the wind is against us. So that ought to be about where... That ought to be just about enough club. And he comes up a little short. Either he hit short or I'm misjudging it. No, he hit right about 100%. He did hit right, which hurt him a little. So I'm still not getting quite enough club on here, so I'm going to have to overcompensate just a little bit, I think. Frank Boynton for birdie, missed to the left. We got a 14-footer, so at least it's not 5 to 10. So we're going to go for it here. And he misses to the right. So he will... One thing about Palmer is that when he gets hot with the putter, like he did yesterday, I think he hit 3 putts yesterday over 20 feet. And when he gets hot with the putter, he can do some major scoring. So today, not only is he not hot with the putter, he is not hot with the driver. So I guess we're doing good to be at 1 over for the round. That with the weather. So here we go. Hole number 12. And still got some moderate rain. Still cloudy and 64 degrees. Frank Boynton will find the fairway as well. So here's Arnold Palmer. I think we're going to let on that club a little bit. We don't want to hit too far into that water. So that'll put him in pretty good shape. This is a relatively short par 4 at 333 yards. So wow, that's a rough pin placement way in the back. So we got 123. I think I'll go down a club. Oh, didn't want to do that. I'll go down a club. There we go. 110. The wind is blowing at us and a little left to right, so I want to be on the green at least. So he hits to the right and is on the first cut. So he missed that one 4.7 degrees to the right. So he didn't hit that one straight at all. Here's Boynton. That's one thing about Palmer I've noticed is that it seems like he will have a really good round and then have a kind of a crappy one. It seems like he has a hard time getting 2 good rounds in a row. Here's Weaver. Long putt for a birdie attempt. And that's not the greatest shot ever for an approach putt. So we're going to have to chip this one, unfortunately. Looks like the green slopes from left to right just a bit. So let's see. Hard to tell. They got the shadow in the trees there. So we'll aim a little that way. He should have a good lie. It looks like he didn't get all of that one by any stretch. Yep, only 94%. So if he'd have hit that one like he should have, it would have been better shape. Ooh, nice birdie for Frank Boynton. 23-footer. So we got a 7-8 for par. Again, we're in that 7 to 10 range, which is terribly scary. And he makes that one. To stay at 4 under. Looks like the cut is going to be 2 under. So I think if we can stay where we're at, we should make it to the 3rd round. Arnold Palmer did miss the cut at the San Diego Open. I think in real life, I don't think he missed any cuts this year. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure at some point in the early 60s, he had a pretty good string where he made, didn't miss any cuts for a long time. If I remember, I heard that somewhere. Burt Weaver and my other partner find the fairway. Here's Arnold Palmer. So got get a little bit more distance. I think the wind's at our back some, so that's going to carry us to the right. So he should hit past that. Man, he is really playing bad today. 7.7 degrees to the right. Looks like the trees are sparse over there. So Weaver will find the fairway. And here's Boynton. Or not the fairway, the green rather. And that's a nice shot. He's within 10 feet of the hole. So looks like we can get enough club. The trees are a slight problem. We got 110, feels like that's going to be long. 95 on his 60 degree. The wind is taking us that way, so we'll aim for that. So thankfully we missed the trees. And that's not too bad from where he was at. He only hit at 98%. If he'd got all of it, we'd have been in a little better shape. Ooh. Burt Weaver just missed his birdie. Tapped in for par. So that's a pretty normal average day. All pars, 1 birdie. Slightly uphill. So uphill is usually better on your averages. So I'm going to try to be aggressive and putt this one from 20 feet. See what we can do. Not that great. He'll tap it in for yet another par. So we're at 1 over for the round still. Here's Boynton for birdie, and he nails it in. So we have a 200-yard 3-par at hole number 14. Arnold Palmer in 27th. He drops to 28th. And here's Boynton. Looks like a pretty decent shot. Just missed the green. Here's Burt Weaver. He goes long, but he looks like he'll be on the green at least. See what the layout of the green is. So it looks like it's downhill to the pin. He's got 190. It's uphill a little bit, and the wind is blowing left, or right to left rather, and in our face. So let's give it 105%. See what we can get here. If he can hit that one straight. No, he didn't get all of it. Only 101%, and he hit right. So again, these 3 pars, because of his poor iron work, can be exciting. Burt Weaver misses to the left for his birdie attempt. And looks like we got a pitch. It is downhill, so we want to go a little long. So this is going to be a tough up and down. And he didn't get all of it. Only 88%. Man, his pitches is just so erratic. And when he's not putting or driving, that makes for a long day of golf. So here we have the dreaded 5 to 10 footer, 8 and 8.5. And he sinks another one. How about that? 66% today. That's much better than he normally does. And here's Burt Weaver. So pars for everyone. Looks like the cut went to -3. So Arnold Palmer's going to have to play some good golf these last 3 holes, or last 4 holes rather. We got our last par 5 here at 15. straight narrow, which is scary with the way Arnold Palmer has been driving. We don't need narrow. The first two golfers will find the fairway. Got to bring up Arnold Palmer. He parred this one yesterday. So he's got 259. The wind is blowing from right to left, so I'll get that one pretty true. Nice drive. See if we can. This is a pretty long par 5, but it'd be nice if we could pick up a thing. So here is Arnold Palmer. He's got 238, so he's not going to be able to hit the green from there. Oh, he goes way right. .8 degrees to the right. Another crappy shot for Arnold Palmer today. Bert Weaver will find the fairway. And here's Boynton for his third shot. He is on the green safely. Decent shot for a birdie. Bert Weaver. If he can get some spin on that one. Yep, nice job. He's in good shape for his birdie as well. Here is Arnold Palmer. So he's got 78 on the thing there. He's only 46. So unfortunately, we're not in the short game range. So we'll see what 50% will do. That's 39. The wind's at our back. So that ought to be decent. Let's see what's the way. Okay, it rolls a little bit downhill to the right, so we'll aim that way a little. So if we can get some roll, we will be in good shape. Man, not bad at all. So he hit that one true, and with the right degree of oomph. Ooh, just missed his birdie to the left. So we got that dreaded 7 to 10. And again, it's unbelievable how many of those he misses. So the cut is at 3 under. So Arnold's not able to pick up a stroke on that last par 5, which kind of hurts. We needed that one. All right, 3 holes to go. We've got a par 3 coming up. Arnold Palmer has dropped down to 30th. Wow, Don January has got to 10 under, and Jeffrey Hunt is at 9 under, so they have broke away from the pack. Nice job by Weaver. Frank Boynton is off to the left, and he'll be in the rough. See if we can get a stroke here or two before the end of the round. That would be awesome. So 155 and the wind is at us, so that's not going to be enough club. 179 is quite a bit too much club. 161, 170. So we'll try that. We'll see. He goes long. At least he hit the green. So we was aiming at 95%, and he hit it 101, and to the right. And if you're going to miss, to the right was the way to miss, so you're on the green at least. So, decent chip. He's 8 foot. We got a 36 footer, so we'll lag that one. Try to pick up our par. Oh, that wasn't great. Quite a bit long and to the left. So that wasn't a great approach putt at all. With this game, some days it's a struggle. I know the round I played yesterday, he just had a really good round. Everything clicked. And today it's a struggle. So we got 5-8. He makes that to pick up his par. Stay at 4 under. Bert Weaver is shooting a great round. He's got a bogey-free round with 2 birdies. So we got 2 final par 4s to round up the day. I'd like to at least get to even. Here's Burt Weaver. He goes to the right, finds a tree, gets a decent bounce. He might be okay from there. Trees might block him. It's hard to say. Here's Boynton. Nice drive. On January, still at 10 under. So let's see what the lay of the land is. We got a level fairway. So he hits about, the wind is going to blow it. So not a favorable wind. That's not where you want the wind to be. And if you go this way, then you're starting to deal with trees. So I think he's got enough there. If he can hit that accurately, he might be all right. So he went a little long and to the left, but we're in good shape, I believe. So Weaver wasn't hurt by the trees, so he will find the green. And on the edge of the back of the green, there's Boynton. And he's in pretty good shape. See what Arnold can do. So he's got a good lie level. He's 143 on that club, which is going to be a little long, I think. 123 on the 50. That's going to be a little short. Well, you want to obviously hit the green. Let's go up to 129, see what he can do. It gets a little scary when you do that, but good thing we did. So again, we were aiming at 105%, and he only got it at 99. He did hit to the right, but at least we're on the green, so we got a 41-footer, so we'll lag this and hopefully do better than he did the last lag. So it's tolerable. I think that's under 5 feet. Here's Boynton for a birdie, and he drains it. 26-footer. Nice putt. Here's Weaver for his birdie. He'll be a bit short. Looks like he had the right line. He'll put it in for his par. And so we got right at a 5-footer. Ooh, a little scary, but he puts it in. So we got one more hole to try to at least break even today. We got a 393 par 4. Arnold Palmer drops to 33rd. Looks like Jeffrey Hunt and Don January are still kind of out front of the pack. And Boynton finds the fairway here on the 18th hole. Burt Weaver at 4 under for the tournament, 2 under today. He'll find the fairway as well. Here's Arnold Palmer. This the cart path across the fairway kind of reminds you of St. Andrews a little. So the wind's at his back, so he ought to clear there pretty easy, I would think. Barely. I think he hit it to the left some. Yeah, 2.7 degrees to the left, so he just barely cleared the rough. Set himself up in good shape for his second shot. Burt Weaver finds the green, 20 foot from the pin. Here's Boynton. Looks like he's going to be a bit short, and he will be on the fringe. So we got a good lie here. We got 110. The wind's at our back, so that's going to be too much club. 95, and it's downhill too, so that ought to be just about right. We'll see. He hit it left. It looks like he's about pin high. He hit that 1.5 degrees to the left. If he'd have hit that a little more straight, he'd have been in better shape, and he's a possible birdie. Here's Boynton, and he's a bit short. And here's Burt Weaver for his birdie shot. And he will be short. So we got a 10.8er, so I'm going to putt this one, be a little aggressive, see if we can pick up a birdie, and that wasn't even close. So he'll tap it in for par. Burt Weaver gets a par, so he's at 4 under, 2 for the day. And Boynton goes to 7 under, tied for third, and he shot a 3 under today. So we will let the round finish out here and see how we end up the day. So I think we made the cut. If the cut's still at 3 under. It looks like it's at 2 under now. So Arnold should be safe from the cut at least. Arnold can get hot. So at 4 under, hopefully some of these other guys can get 10 under's a pretty good score. It looks like it's back to 3 under. So I'd like to... 7 under would be a much better round to aim at, but it looks like January and Hunt both have finished their round, so they're both in the clubhouse. Really enjoy Action PC 2021. The adjustments they made were nothing major, but it just the physics of the game seemed better to me. Love this game. I love, as you know, I love cards and dice, but with golf, it's hard. I've got ASG golf and I've got quick rounds, but to do a tournament like this would just take years. So in order to do something like this, you almost need the computer, and Action PC does such a great job. The aesthetics are great. Again, you can play through a tournament relatively quick, and I just really enjoy it. So it looks like Bondinson. We've got a few golfers at 8 under. I think the weather is not quite as wet as it was. It's wet, but not raining as much. You got very soft conditions, as you can see over there to the right. So the last round is are on the course. So Bondinson is at 9 under. Let's see if we got any. Wonder what happened. Ben Hogan he finished the day at 7 under, so he shot a 67 today. Looks like Brian Huggett shot a 66. He's at 8 under. He's in the clubhouse. So Dave Marr, he shot a 64 today. That looks like tops for the course. Charles Sifford shot a 65. He's at 7 under, but Marr is tied for Don January. Wes Ellis Jr., he's at 9 under on the 15th. So with Arnold Palmer 6 strokes back, looks like 10 under is going to be about the target to aim for on the 3rd round. So that's 6 strokes. That's a bit to get there, but hopefully he can get up in the leaders. And we got the Augusta Masters coming up in 2 or 3 tournaments. I haven't been focusing on this with my baseball and stuff as much as I would like, but got a couple rounds in, so I've enjoyed that. There's good old Sam Snead with Cal Nagel. He's at 1 under for the tournament. Again, somebody else in the twilight of his career. Snead was one of the best. So it looks like that's going to round it out, and everybody else is in the middle of the pack. So we got Dave Marr and Don January at 10 under. Paul Bondinson, Wes Ellis Jr., Jeffrey Hunt at 9 under. Arnold Palmer ended the day with a 1 over, and he's at 4. So, wow, the cut ended up being at 4 under. So Arnold Palmer just barely made it. All right, well, I appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.